Greetings! So, you want to learn the latest way to recolor some artwork? This is terrifically fun. So, you will need as a resource your label or another piece of artwork that you've been working on. Make sure it's a duplicate and it's not the original, because, of course, you always want to keep your originals. I've brought in a picture that I love the color of. It's an artwork by my friend Heather Miller Kanazawa. So there it is in the corner. And I've decided I'm going to make a third flavored beverage called Lakeside Lager. So I've got a lakeside inspired painting here. And what I need to do is select my artwork. So I'm pressing and dragging over the whole thing. Except for the government warning, if you're working in the US, you need that. It needs to be in black and white or black, and there it is. So I've selected all of the drawing. Now I could decide to opt out on the puppy if I wanted it to remain brown or whatever. That's fine. I'm going up in my control bar here, and you'll see that there is a spectrum symbol, and it says recolor artwork. Okay, so we're in the recolor artwork panel, and I am going to take and go to my color theme. I'm going to go out and I'm going to click on my artwork to retrieve the prominent colors. Okay, I'm really excited because we've got some nice blue grays in here. Okay, but I want to see more of them. I'm looking at this and it's really predominantly pink. I can do a couple things. I can use this to change the color randomly. Okay, so I can click on that and it's going to recolor, recolor, recolor till I find something that I'm actually happy with. You're seeing that it's going through. It's not really losing a lot of the pink. It's lost a lot of the blue. Whoa, super pink. Not really where we want to play. Okay, and it seems like I'm getting farther and farther away from blue. Okay, if that's the case and I'm not particularly happy with it, I can reset it and it'll go back to where I started. And now I can go back out, again, select the particular piece of artwork. Okay, and I can actually go over and say, hey, advanced options. And this should be super familiar to you from the book. This has, of course, the colors and how they're matched up. So I can go in here and say, I don't want this pink, okay, to be that color. All righty. I can say, let's double click. Let's edit that color. Let's get to a more beveragey. We've got a nice lager here. All right. And I can replace it. Oh, look, that was on the label. So let's pull this and see if it covers things. Yep. And the label's still pink, and that's fine. Maybe I'm going to decide I want that. And I've got sort of a pinky beige here, and I can decide by selecting that, either I can do what I was doing before, or I can manually say, I really want that to go to a blue, and I can slide it and it will recolor things to my blue. Now the inside of my hops are particularly pink, so I'm going to take and change those also over to blue. And I'm going to vary that blue so that I have some variety in the color. I'm going to look at this dark green here and say, no, I really want that to be that sort of dusty teal that's down in here. Okay. So we're going to get that more towards blue also. And keep it really super dark. And again, with this guy, again, let's go super dark blue. All right, so now I'm getting closer to what I want for my lakeside lager. Clearly, with the subtleties of this particular painting and then the subject matter that I have, they weren't necessarily the best match. And I learned that by using it to recolor. So I can simply say okay to that if I'm happy. All right. Something that I like to do is grab my swatches. And now I've got all this selected. I can actually say add selected colors or new color group, selected artwork. And we don't want every tint. We still got quite a few of them. We can actually go in and delete some of them, but that's neither here nor there. We've got the bulk of the colors. And one of the things I can do is just create a new color group. We'll call this Lakeside Lager. And I can drag down the colors that I love rather than keeping all those grays. Those grays are in there for the puppy, so puppy doesn't come out in a different color. And I've got some pinks, so I want to save my pinks. And I do want some browns. Okay. And some beiges. But then I'm going to take this and throw it out. Okay. And now I have preserved my Lakeside Lager. I have the Lakeside Lager here. I just need to edit my text. And that's probably faster than any other way to recolor something and to use your inspirations that you find attractive. There's a lot of color studies out there that you can work with.